Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, uAvionix bought out by investment firm. Sport Air Racing League announces schedule. And Phillips 66 Aerostars to unveil new routine at Fun and Fun. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. uAvionix bought out by investment firm. uAvionix has announced its impending acquisition by DC Capital Partners. The company will join the rest of the DC Partners portfolio, which will, quote, propel uAvionix forward with the means to impact the broader aerospace and defense markets, end quote. The private equity investment firm retains more than $1 billion in total investments, with more than 60 acquisitions under its belt. That experience has allowed them to develop a strategic, systematic approach to shore up the efficiency of those companies that join the fold. DC Partners maintains that the inclusion of their strategic advisors are key to growing uAvionix. CEO of uAvionix, Paul Beard, said that the two are well matched. Quote, DC Partners share our passion for connecting everything that flies, especially our current general aviation and UAS avionics products, end quote. Beard continued, describing them as an expert in bringing smaller, younger companies into the prime of their operational lives. Quote, DCCP's experience in maturing young companies will help us to improve our internal operations, allowing us to expand our solutions to existing, adjacent, and defense markets while enabling us to scale globally, end quote. After the break, JetBlue accepting Gateways applications.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. JetBlue accepting Gateways applications. JetBlue has announced the opening of the floodgates once again for its Ab Initio pilot training program. Their Gateway program holds 7 different, distinct pathways for pilots and aircraft maintenance technicians, opening the way to a fruitful career for, quote, anyone with the talent and dream, end quote, according to the company. They take pride in their training program, calling the Gateway pipeline the longest-running offering of its kind. So far, JetBlue says it's produced hundreds of new hire pilots for the airline, with 12% of the 2021 cohort coming from one of the 7 pathways. Voters turn out against Spaceport Camden. Camden Spaceport's fate is once again on the rocks after a referendum overwhelmingly rejected the planned development earlier this week. More than 5,500 voters turned out, an impressive number for a small local election. The results were overwhelmingly negative toward the spaceport, over 72% in favor of canceling the contract to acquire land that would become a rocket launch pad. Reasons to oppose the development of the spaceport range from safety concerns about failed launches traveling overhead to the retention of the nice, tourist-friendly atmosphere cultivated in the area. FAA accepting LAANC applications. The FAA has announced the opening of applications to those interested in joining low-altitude authorization and notification capability. The agency will allow apps in order to join as approved LAANC service suppliers, allowing them to join the ranks of the drone industry. The program is a joint effort between the FAA and the unmanned industry as a whole that enables smoother, safer integration of remotely piloted and autonomous systems into the nation's airspace. CAE ends Russian services. CAE has announced the termination of service offerings in the Russian Federation, discontinuing their service and training to all Russian airlines, aircraft operators, and, unusually, healthcare distributors. The company has donated to the Red Cross in an effort to defray some of the human suffering occurring in the region, as well as assisting volunteers in neighboring countries. The firm does not have any facilities in Russia, but does have service contracts with airlines to provide parts and update services in its training center network. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Sport Air Racing League announces schedule. The 2022 Sunrise Cross Country Challenge has announced the schedule for the year, beginning with the first stop at Kaolin Airfield in Sandersville, Georgia. Entries are completely open for the race series, which aims to promote open-course air racing for experimental, production, and vintage military aircraft. All proceeds from the race will go to local charity. 2022 will see the return of a few air races that were put out of commission for a variety of reasons last year, like the returning Mark Hardin Memorial Air Race that was canceled last year so the venue could undergo airport construction. The Hardin race will make its 11th appearance in the league. The first race in this year's series is the Sunrise Challenge, beginning in Georgia on April 2nd. The Mark Hardin Memorial Air Race will follow at the end of May, taking place in Terrell, Texas. In late June, the Texas Gulf Coast 150 Air Race will also return, giving attendees and participants a chance to enjoy the area in its sunny summertime. A month later, the Sport Air Racing League Summit 2 will take place at the close of August in Branson, Missouri. After these messages, Phillips 66 Aerostars to unveil new routine at Sun & Fun.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Pilot Communications USA is proud to introduce our latest headsets, the Carbon A1 Active Noise Reduction and the Carbon P1 Passive Headset. Carbon fiber makes our headsets 30% lighter than others, which significantly reduces pilot fatigue. Our BlueLink hand control unit allows you to connect two devices at the same time, and the record out capability can send audio to an onboard camera or digital recorder. Get the headset that's so light you may forget you're wearing one at pilot-usa.com.
Whether you're charting a steady course or pushing for the ceiling, Hartzell Propeller has been elevating flight for over 100 years. It's in our passion for engineering and research. It's in our dedication to testing the limits of performance and creating propellers that are as safe as they are sexy. Now, together with our dedicated family of companies, we're propelling the future of aviation. We are Hartzell Propeller, built on honor.
Welcome back. Phillips 66 Aerostars to unveil new routine at Sun & Fun. Phillips 66 Aerostars is set to unveil their new aerobatics routine at this year's Sun & Fun 2022. The Phillips aviators, including Harvey, Boss, Meek, Paul Rocket Hornick, and Gerry Fossil Molidor, have been the mainstays of the demonstration program for more than 20 years running, and their newest routine is ready to take center stage. This year, a new set of inverted formation flight has been added to the roster, with a variety of wingtip-to-wingtip flight maneuvers rounding out the set. The precision aerobatic pilots have been a mainstay at representing the Phillips Aviation Oil product lineup, from the Victory Line to the XC. The team flies their beloved Extra 300L, fueled and fed by their patron company, with everything needed to keep the high-performance aircraft in a fine fettle. Quote, "We are moving through the sky at 250 miles per hour. There is a very high level of concentration. Flying inverted is counterintuitive because your controls are opposite of anything else you've ever flown or drove," end quote, said Meek. After their show, the Aerostars will hang around the Phillips 66 booth to invite attendees interested in autograph signings. The team will make their appearances on April 7th and 9th. Sun & Fun runs from April 5th to April 10th. And that's our program for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!